Hi everybody, it's Hoarder the Board here again, and my name is Edgar, and welcome to another video in my Essen preview, uh, Essen Spiel preview list. Things that I'm gonna check out there, things that I'm interested in, and today we have expansions. This is gonna be a short list, gonna be like a top five. The other lists are not gonna be like in a certain order, but these are actually I put them out there, and I'm going from number five to number one. Actually, when I saw it, like, huh, this would be my top five in that order. Um, so without any further ado, let's go to the list. These are expansions that I'm excited about. Uh, One of them I'm not gonna get at Spiel because there's no English version of that coming, and I did pre-order it. So actually, if I can get it there, uh, it's my number one, but it's not that high to get because it's coming in October anyway. So I can wait a little bit. So if I don't get it there because maybe it's sold out, I'm still getting it through my local game store. Uh, and without further ado, let's check this out. The first one is Furnace Interbellum. It's from Hobby World, or even most common one, Arcane Wonder. Um, it's 1 to 5 players, 30 to 60 minutes, an expansion to Furnace, of course. Ages 12 and up. It's from Ivan Lashin, artist Sergey Dulin, Marta Ivanova, Ilya Konovalov, Anastasia Kukarina, and I'm gonna name them all because, hey, uh, Vadim Pulubayarov, Oleg Yurkov, and Igor Zarkov are the artists on this game. So, Furnace is a great game. I got a copy last year that was actually some broken boxes. They sold it for I don't know, some guy just sold it to a friend of mine, and it's like, hey, do you want a copy? Of course, I I'm missing some pieces, which are I'm missing one piece that is a player color. It's still playable, and the round marker. And 4 rounds you can just use a die. So so Furnace expands into 20s and 30s of the 20th century. The interwar period known as the interbellum. In this expansion, you will find new companies, cards, and capitalists, new abilities, manager tokens, variable capital discs, a set of components for fifth player, and new agents for two-player and single-player games. All of this exists within beautiful industrial buildings and structures from the epoch of Art Deco, conservatism, and Bauhaus. It is designed for players who are already familiar with Furnace. Uh, this is best played if all of its elements are added to the base game, but if you don't feel up to it, you can get to know it piece by piece. You can just check it. Uh, no, this is not the cover. That is the cover with some cars. Looks very nice. From every angle, of course. Hey, is there any back that is English? This is not English. Oh, I think that's English. Oh, cool. All the contents here. It looks really nice. Oh, those are the cards. I hope everything fits in the base game. So, yeah, it looks really cool. Oh, it has these tiles. I don't know what they do. That is really cool. So, yeah, I really want to check this one out. Let's go to the next one, which is Iki Akebono. It's the expansion to Iki. 2 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes. It is 14 and up. published by Sorry We Are French, designer Kuta Yamada, and artist David Sidbon. So, um, Iki is a game that I have and I really love it. It's really such a cool game. Iki Akebono introduced a new location to discover in Edo, the bridge of Nihonbashi, which expands the main streets and offers players new opportunities. Players can stop at the bridge to meet famous personalities from the Edo era, like Hokuzai Katsushika, Sanyorai, or Tokunai Mogami, and to trade with ships built by the players in the river. I didn't know it was built. I thought it was just there. If we get to build our own ships, that's cool. The Akabona expansion also adds new characters, building cards, and new pipe, tobacco, and fish tokens for more strategic depth and decision making. Uh, so, is this like Rondell game? So you're gonna add this board here and this overlay. So instead of going like this, you have to go like this. So you're gonna have some extra step there. I don't know if it will reflect in the player movement phase. So, oh, there are some. It's a tea house. Hmm. Oh, is this a tableau or something? I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the river system. The river system is slightly revised for the recruitment of characters. Okay. The new city board makes it easy to set up and manage the buildings and craftsman cards. Oh, I really like that one. It looks really nice. Is this something to do maybe with building the ship? Because I think there's a fire thing here, so it can get on fire. I think the ships, and those are the little boats, ships that you can put a guy there. Maybe we'll get something. I don't know how it works. Oh, there's octopus now. Some new cards. Come with some new tiles. I don't know what this is. It looks really, really nice. This is a game that I bought. I bought the Dutch version, but it's totally language independent. The only thing that's in Dutch is basically the name of the character, which doesn't do. It's just flavor text, basically. So yeah, that is Iki Akebono. Um, then this one, I said this was in order. It is, and number 2 and 3 could actually be switched. I don't know. And because this number 3 actually has been, so it suddenly got dropped as actually out of nowhere. This is from Horrible Guild and it's an expansion to Evergreen. It's a game that I have. It's quite a nice game. I really love it. It's 1 to 4 players, 45 minutes, ages 8 and up, from Hal Jalmar Hag and artist Wenye Gang. Uh, Publisher Horrible Guild, of course. And this one is Pines and Cacti. It is a set of two modular expansions for Evergreen that introduces two new kinds of plants that interact with light and shadow in interesting ways. And I love what it does. I can't wait for like the next expansion. You can add all kinds of stuff in there. So each modular expansion introduces a new power, and the game uses exactly 6 powers. Uh, so remove 1 power from play for each expansion model you add. So pines, small pines long for the kiss of sunlight. So they spontaneously grow into big pines when they are in the shadow at the end of the season. So that's they want shadow because they want to grow towards the sun. Um, cacti can grow very quickly, but they need a lot of light to survive. Make sure they are not in the shadow at the end of the season or they will die. I think it's brilliant to make an expansion that has these things that are very easy to teach. If this is just it, and some minor things maybe, It's gonna be great. I can't wait for this game. My second expansion, number two, is Bitoku Resutoran. Uh, it's from De Veer. Yep. The artist is Edu Vals, and the design is German. Is German P. Milan. And um, so enjoy a new taste of Bitoku with Bitoku Resutoran, as three modular expansion that you can add to the base game as you prefer. You want to Do you want the full menu? Add all of them. Do you want to try a bite? Just add one and enjoy the banquet. Itadakimasu. Modules include new Iwakura rocks, new yokai cards, and three new types of Kodama Lake. Also, Return includes a new deck of cards that will allow players to activate certain effects during the game, such as modifying dice results, your own or your opponent's, can be a little bit of a mean streak, or getting a lot of points. So let's look at this. So this is the front. I don't think it's that big. I don't know. Uh, I do like the cover though. Oh, is this in English? No, it says the Spanish. You're gonna have these cards that give you some abilities, and these are the new cards where you can get some even better stuff. New Iwakura rocks. Sorry. The new lakes, and this is something, and maybe it's just to put the cards. I don't know. That's the cover, and now there's sushi. The game is in the middle of sushi. So, well, this is one that's is going to be a no-brainer. I hope I can get it because I really want to run for something else. You saw it in my other video. Maybe I can have a friend get this one when he gets his copy. And my number one, which is not going to be there in English for at least I know that the English publisher is not going to be there. Capstone Games is not going to be there. Frozen Sprint is going to be there. I don't know if they're going to have English copies, but the German copy is going to be there. So I include this on my list. I usually, when I look at games and expansions, it has to have at least uh, an English version available. But the chances that this one will be there in English is high because it's coming out this month. So I still included it. It's of course Ark Nova Marine World. Of course, this one is from Feuerlandspieler or Capstone Games. 1 to 4 players, 9 to 150 minutes, ages 14 and up. From Matthias Vigga, and this one is such a cool game. So, a lot of people already played Ark Nova. Ark Nova Rewards is an expansion of Ark Nova. It uses multiple new elements to the game, such as scene animals that each have to be played in a new special enclosure that must be built adjacent to water. Roughly half of the sea animals are reef dwellers, and when you add a reef dweller to your zoo, you trigger the abilities of all the reef dwellers in your zoo. So they have these little symbols, and if you play one, you activate one. If you activate a second one with a reef ability, you get that one plus the one that you have in your zoo. And they can be extremely good things that you can activate. Get some money, activate some other stuff in the game. To deal with the dilution of the deck naturally caused by adding more cards, all C cards feature a wave icon, and whenever it is revealed in the display, you discard the first card in the row and then replenish. So you go, even if they put more cards in it, you still have those wave symbols that can get some stuff out. A new fourth university, you get a new board for that. New university is available on the association board. If you take it, you claim one of the 6 plus universities from the reserve that feature one research icon, and one of 6 animal icons. When you take this registry, you reveal cards from the top of the deck and keep the first revealed card with an animal icon that matches your chosen university. So if you get the one with the monkey, you just search until you get a monkey. For each of the 5 action cards, 4 alternate versions with a little twist will be available. Players draft action cards at the start of play, replacing 2 of their standard action cards with this new one. So it's going to be asymmetrical. If I draft them, and maybe I get the special build action. Maybe you get the association action, and they're all different. So you get 4 building cards that have all different abilities. You have your standard building with some extra abilities on top of that. And you have new bonus tiles and final score cards will be included. And for people that want to, it's a little spice, a little sprinkle of spice is will include wooden markers for the 3 tracks and cute animals to mark the conservation projects you support instead of using your regular player markers instead of the cubes. So that is going to be amazing. So let's look at some pictures. So this is the new enclosure. This one is not complete because this is just a prototype uh, drawing. It has some water, some blue surrounding it, so it counts as water. So any creature that you have, it has to be adjacent to water, can be adjacent to this. Because it's on water, it counts as water. And it also has a symbol of water, which can count for certain goals that you have. This was a placeholder. I don't know if it's going to be this one or this one. I think it's going to be this one. But I really like this one, to be honest. Why put the drop? Everybody knows that they live in water. So yeah, you have a few of the cards, of the new cards. They look actually very cool. Nothing more. So is the no? This is not the new a new play with the association board. You get some also some cards are gonna be replacement cards for in the base game. To be honest, yeah. So is there anything else here? Oh, here's the back. So you get these meeple stuff. Meeples. You get some upgraded components and stuff like that, and the cars and stuff like that. Oh, you have also these things when you reach a certain point in the game. You will get these things. These are new, so you can save them and flip them over whenever you want to do the action. So yeah, so that is Marine Rules, the expansion for Ark Nova. Well, this has been a great list to make. It was not that hard because I'm gonna get at least all of them if I can. I'm not sure about Ike Akabona, maybe we can get it later, but everyone is still on my list. Maybe I will get Ike Akabono as well, and hopefully Bitoku. Not sure about Furnace yet, but I will get that eventually. But see what kind of budgets I have left at the end of the day to buy some expansions. So it's been a pleasure, you guys. I hope you have a great Essen if you're there. Tell me in the comments below what kind of expansion are you looking for if you're going to Essen. If you're not going to Essen and you've looked at the list, which one you're most excited about. And I'll see you guys next time.